Hi, I'm Martin from More Strategic. Today I'm going to share with you the 7 shifts that I think fundraising needs to undertake to maintain public trust and confidence. Over the next couple of months we're going to be conducting a large nationwide study into public attitudes to charities and fundraising. But before we even do that, we've already heard from nearly 28,000 donors in response to surveys we've run this year. Over the last 12 months I've also been involved with conversations with CEOs and fundraisers around the state of fundraising. So today let's look at the 7 shifts to sustain fundraising into the future. The first is about control versus choice. We as fundraisers want to retain control over what donors get. We want to make all the decisions for them. This isn't really showing great respect for their choices. If we want to sustain their confidence in us, we need to show respect. And by showing respect, we need to give them some choice. Of course, we're all terrified. If we do give them choice, they might just say, well, I don't want to receive all your mailings. Well, that in itself should be something that worries us. We have to allow the donor to have some choice. The second is really about quantity and quality. At the moment, I think over the last 10 years, we've been a very quantity-driven business in the way we engage with our suppliers, our agencies, our telemarketing campaigns. We've just recruited thousands of people, let them churn, and then started again recruiting more and more. We need to focus on not getting so many donors, but getting better donors who are going to stay with us for longer. Part of the challenge for getting them to stay longer is about actually having a proper relationship with them. All the things that Ken Burnett taught us all those years ago. But we've really fallen into a broadcast model. If I sign up as a face-to-face donor through a chat on the street, I have a great conversation with a passionate, knowledgeable person. And yet then the relationship becomes one of just a series of emails. We need to allow our donors to have a say. We need to give them the opportunity to enter into dialogue with us. And we've got to sort of move on from just understanding what people have done, their recency, frequency and value, and using that as the pure determinant of what we're going to tell them next, and actually understand much more deeply their motivation. Why did they do what they did? And how are different groups of supporters motivated in different ways? And how do we reflect that in the way that we communicate with them? And the only way we're going to do that is by moving from a model of intuition, where we trust our own gut feeling, to actually really asking supporters in a systemic, considered, and an ongoing way, why did they do what they did? And we've got to move from just getting people to keeping people. We all know it's so much cheaper to keep a new supporter than to go and find one. So we have to really focus on how we extend people into areas that are relevant to them, are interesting to them, and take them on a journey that actually delivers what might be of value to them as well as to us. And finally, I think one of the things that we as a not-for-profit sector have never really managed to nail very well, outside of some major gift fundraising and peer-to-peer, is how do we actually get people to be ambassadors for us? I'm a Tottenham fan, we're doing really well this year, but I always talk about us as a we. Even though they're 10,000 miles away and I don't go to any games, they're a we. How do we get people to talk about their charities in the same way as their football team or their sports code or the band that they love? How do we become part of their we? The answer to all of these challenges, and I think we have to really face these, is it's quite simple. We have to listen to our supporters much more. We can't rely on waiting for them to tell us things. We actually need to go out and be proactive in asking them, why did you do what you did? So that we can understand their individual motivations. Once we've done that, we can start to deliver messages that truly resonate and reinforce their beliefs and their decisions about why they chose to support our cause. Because any gift to any charity is an act of faith. I hope you're going to do what you've promised to do, but I'm not sure if you are. We've got to be able to give people that sense of confidence that we're achieving the change in the world that they want to see. So those are the 7 key shifts for us. We'll be coming back with the findings of all our research into the Australian public attitudes to charities and fundraising, and we think that'll shine even more light on the changes that we need to make. In the meantime, if you want help with your fundraising, marketing, or how to deliver exceptional customer experiences to your supporters, get in touch with us at More Strategic. Thanks very much.